payable annually. The interest in two successive years is rupee 225 and rupee 240. We have to find the rate of interest, the original sum, the interest earned in the third year. Very simple. We are going to assume the sum of money here as P, which is what P, and the interest, it is invested at CA. So here this is what the compound interest for the first year, which is what 225, and for the second year, which is what 240. Okay. So let us assume, for finding the solution, let us assume let P be the sum of money. Let P be the sum of money. And R be the rate of interest. And R be the rate of interest. Okay. So according to given informations, okay, according to given information, we write CA for the first year equals rupee 225. CA for the second year equals rupee 240. Right. So, therefore, interest for the first year, we know the formula. Interest for the first year, which is equal to P1 into R into T by 100. Okay, the small r we can use it. So, which is what? P1 here is, we are assuming P1, we know that is the original principle, and interest for the first year, that is small. That symbol, notation symbol, we can use it I1. So, which is what? 225 equal to P into R into T is 1 by 100. Right? So, from this, 225 into 100 equal to PR we will be getting. So, which implies P equals 22,500 by R. You are assuming this as equation 1. Then amount after 1 year. We know that amount after 1 year, which is equal to principal of the first year and interest of the first year. So, principal of the first year here is, which is what? 22,500 by R, that is 22,500 by R plus interest here is 225. And this will become the principal of the next year. We know very well already. This we have learned in the next previous exercise. So, next we are going to find interest for the second year. Interest for the second year, which is equal to P2 into R into T by 100, that is 240 equals P2 here is 22,500 by R in plus 225 into R, time period is 1 whole divided by 100. Next, 240. Next, bringing this 100 to this side and taking LCM here, 22,500 plus 225 R whole divided by R into R. Cancelling this R, we will be getting 24,000, and taking this 20,500 this side and keeping the 225 R that's there, we will be getting, that is 1,500 equals 225 R. So, which implies 1,500 by 225 equals by 25 table we cancel, this is 9 times, this is 60 times. Again by 3 table if we cancel, this is 20 times, this is 3 times. So, which implies R is equal to 20 by 3, which is equal to 62 by 3 percentage. So, the first subdivision answer here is rate of interest R equals 62 by 3 percentage. Right? Then next, so equation 1 implies, which is what, 22,500 by R. P1 is equal to 22,500 by R, which is equal to 22,500 by this is what R. I am going to substitute that to there. I am taking that. So you will be getting by 2 table if we cancel, this will become 1, 1, 2, the 10, 5, which is equal to 5, 3 is 15, carry over 1, 6, 7, 1, 3 is 3, and again 1, 3 is 3. So therefore the original sum, P1 equal rupee 3375, which is what the second subdivision which we want to find, right? Okay. Next, we are going to find the interest earned in the third year. So before finding the interest earned in the third year, we want to find the principal for the third year. Principal for the third year. So which is what the original principal, okay, which is for 3375, and the interest of the 2 year, which is equal to 225 plus 240. If you add that, you will be getting rupee 3840. Okay, this will be the principal of the third year. So therefore, interest earned in the third year, that is I3 equals P3 into R into T by 100, which is equals 3840 into 20 into 1 by, that is 20 by 3 into 100. Okay, cancelling the zeros. Then by 3 table, if we cancel this one, this is 1 time, this is 2 time again 2, that is 8, 128, which is equal to 128 into here is rupee 256, which is what interest earned in the third year, which is for the third subdivision. Okay, once again I will explain this first sum. Please kindly listen to this. So we are supposed to find rate of interest, original sum, and interest earned in the third year. That is, we don't have sum of money, also we don't have rate of interest. So we are assuming this P as the sum of money and R as the rate of interest. Okay, according to the given information, we are writing CA for the first year, which is equal to 225, and CA for the second year, which is equal to 240. The interest for the first year, we know the formula, that is I1, which is equal to P into R into T by 100. So P1, we are assuming P as it is and R is R, and time period for 1 year, that is first year means 1 by 100, 225 is first year, it is given. So taking this to this side, that is 225 into 100, which is equal to PR, that is P1R. So from this, what we are going to do here is P1 is equal to, that is, if you multiply this one, you will be getting 22,500, then this R comes to this side down. So which is what the principal of the first year, that is by R, we are assuming this is equation 1. Also, it is given the interest of the second year. So before going to that, let us find the amount after 1 year. We know very well that amount after 1 year, which is what A1, which is equal to principal of the first year plus interest of the first year. So principal of the first year is 22,500 divided by R plus interest of the first year is 225, it is given, which is what amount after 1 year, that amount A1 will be the principal of the next year. We know very well. So this is what P2. The interest for the second year is P2 into R into T by 100. So interest for the second year, it is given the question, that is 240 equal to, that is principal, which is what 20,500 by R plus 225. Then into R as per the formula, then time period is 1 whole divided by 100. Bringing this 100 to this side, we will be getting 240 into 100, which is equal to, then taking LCM here, 20,500 plus 225 R, then this R, then whole divided by R into R, this division and this one will get cancelled, and taking the number alone to this side, that is 24,000 minus 20,500 equal to 225 R. After subtracting, you will be getting 1,500 equal to 225 R. So what to find, we have to keep one side, that is R here, then 1,500 by 225. If you are cancelling this by 25 table, this will 9 times it will get cancelled, and here 60 times. Again by 3 table, if you cancel this one, this is 25 times, this is 3 times. So which implies R value equal to 20 by 3, which is equal to, since the denominator is less than the numerator, so we want to bring the answer in the mixed form, which is what equal to 62 by 3 percentage, which is what R. Okay, for our next all of the calculations will be using only 20 by 3 to make our calculation easier, right? This is what the rate of interest, this is the first subdivision we want to find. Next, what we are supposed to find here is original sum, that is P1. So P1, as per the equation 1, P1 equal to 20,500 by R. Substitute value of R here, that is 20 by 3, this denominator 3 goes to the numerator. By we cancel the 0, and by 2 table, if we cancel this one and this one, you will be getting, this is 1 time, this is 1,125 into 3, which is equal to 3,375, which is what the original sum P1, which is equal to rupee 3,375. This is second subdivision. Next, We want to find the interest for the third year. Before finding the interest for the third year, we want to find the principal for the third year. This is very important thing, so you will know it. So principal for the third year, if you want to know it, the main thing here, how to find the principal of the third year is principal of the first year plus interest, then again next one for the interest of the first year, the interest of the second year, then principal of the first year. So if you add all this together, this will be the principal for the third year. Very important note, keep it in mind, right? So this way we want to find the principal for the third year. Okay, interest beyond the third year, that is I3, which is equal to P3 into R into T by 100, which is equal to P3 here is what we have found, that is 3840 into R here is 20 by 3, then T is 1. So after doing this cancellations, 0, 0, 0 cancel by 3 table, this is 128. The 120 into 2 becomes rupee 256, which is what the interest here in the third year. That's all this sum. If you have any doubt, you can ask me later through comment box. Okay, next we'll go to the next sum, which is what the question number 28, right? Okay. Let us see the question here. On what sum of money will the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest for 2 years be equal to rupee 25? The rate of interest charged for both is 5% per annum. Very simple. Okay. Here also we are supposed to find the sum of money, which is what the principal P. Okay. Then the difference between the compound interest and simple interest is given here as 25, and rate of interest here is 5% is given, and time period it is given here 2 years. Right. So let us assume, let P be the sum of money. Let P be the sum of money. Okay. So what is given? Given here R is equal to 5% and T is equal to 2 years. Right? Okay. Case 1. We are going to find simple interest and compound interest. Because the difference between the compound and simple interest is given 25. Okay. Case 1. Simple interest for 2 years. Simple interest for 2 years, which is equal to P into R into T by 100. Okay, that is, what is P here? We don't know P, we are assuming P as it is P. Then rate of interest here is 5, then time period here is 2 by 100. Right? Then by 5 times if we cancel this 1 time, this is 20 times. Then by 2 times if we cancel this 1 time, this is 10 times. So SI equal to P by 10. Right? Right. Then next, case 2. Case 2 here, that is CA. CA here is P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n minus 1. Okay, so P, we have assumed P as it is, then 1 plus R here is 5 by 100, the whole power n here is 2, right? Minus 1. By 5 times, if we cancel this 1 time, this is 20 times. So if you multiply this one, 20 into 1, 20, 20 plus 1 is 21. So we will get 21 by 20, the whole square minus 1 we will be getting. Then after taking LCM and squaring, this numerator and denominator will be getting 441 by 400 minus 1. The next step, if you take LCM, we will be getting 441 minus 400 by 400, right? So that is CA equal to 441 minus 400 is 41. This P, we want to write it here, the denominator 400, which is for the CI, right? So we have found SI as well as CA. Okay, so it is given the question that according to given condition, right? According to given condition, we write, okay, naming this as the equation, this is 1 and this is 2, okay. The difference of CA and SI equals 41P by, the difference of CA and SI equals 25, that is 41P by 400 minus P by 10 equals 25, that is using 1 and 2, right? Using 1 and 2, we have substituted the value here. The next step, we want to take LCM, that is 40, that is, if you multiply this 40, 400 is the LCM, that is 41P minus 40P by 400 equal to 25. So which implies P by 400 equal to 25, right? So P equals 25 into 400 equal to 25 into 400, then that is 10,000. So therefore sum of money, P equals rupee 10,000. Very simple sum. Let me once again explain this one. Okay. So the question here is one. What sum of money? Sum of money we are supposed to find here. The difference between compound and simple interest it is given. The time period is 2 years, rate of interest is 5%, and the difference of both the C and SA is 25 is given. Okay, we don't know the principal. Okay, so what we are going to do here is let P be the sum of money, and what is given R and T, which is what 5%. T R N both are same only, right? T R N. T R N both are same only, right? For simple interest formula, we will be using here T, and for compound interest formula, we will be using N. That is time period, number of years, both are same. Okay. For case 1, in SA for the 2 years, which is equal to P into R into T by 100. So R is 5, P is as it is P, we have assumed. Then time period is 2 by 100. By 5 table if we cancel, this is 1 time, this is 20 times. Then again by 2 table if we cancel, this is 1 time, this is 10 times. So if you multiply and divide, you will be getting simple interest equal to P into 1 P by 10, which is, we are considering this as equation 1. Then case 2, that is compound interest formula we are using, which is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power minus 1 if you take P common outside. Then substitute value of R here 5 and N here 2. So if you cancel this by 5 table, this is 1 time, this is 20, then take LCM, 20 into 1, 20, 20 plus 1 is 21 by 20, the whole square minus 1. Then the square of number, what is square of 21 square? We know that 441, and 20 square is 400 minus 1. Then take LCM, 441 minus 400 by 400, that is P will be common for both. Then if we subtract this 441 minus 400, we will be getting 41, and write the P here, that is 41P by 400, which is for the CA. We are assuming this as equation 2. Now what is the condition given here? The difference. Okay, the given condition here is the difference of CA and SA is 25. So the CA value is 41P by 400. The difference means we want to use minus symbol, so minus, and SA is P by 10, which is equal to 25. Then take LCM, that is 400. Is LCM, that is 41P minus 40P whole divided by 400, which is equal to 25, which is, that is 41P minus 40P, we will be getting P by 400 equal to 25. Take this 400 to this side, we will be getting P equal to 10,000. That is sum of money P equal to P 10,000. Next question is question 30. The question is the amount at compound interest which is calculated yearly and a certain sum of money is rupee 1,250 in 1 year and rupee 1,375 in 2 years. So we want to calculate the rate of interest here, okay? And a certain sum of money it is given here, so we don't know what is the principal itself. So we are going to assume let P be the principal. Let P be the principal. That is sum of money, right? Both are same. P be the principal, sum of money. Then and R be the rate of interest, and R be the rate of interest. Then what is given here? Amount after 1 year. Amount after 1 year, which is what A1, that is rupee 1,250. Then amount after 2 years. Amount after 2 years, which is what A2, that is rupee 1,375. Okay. We know that interest for the second year equals amount after 2 years minus amount after first year. Amount of the second year, that is amount after 2 years minus amount after 1 year. That is A2 minus A1, which is equal to 1,375 minus 1,250, right? So which is equal to rupee 125. That is, this is what I2. Interest for the second year is the difference of the amount of the second year and the amount of the first year, which is equal to 125, right? Next, also we know that, okay, also we know that amount after 1 year equals principal for the second year. That is P2 equals rupee 1,250. P2 equals rupee 1,250, right? So therefore, interest For the second year, you have to use the formula here. That is P2 into R into T by 100, which implies interest for the second year is 125, we have found already, and P2 is 1250 into R, writing R as it is. So time period will be 1 year. Doing all the calculations by 5 table, this is 2 times. Otherwise, very simple calculations we will do it. Okay, no problem. This is 25 times. Okay. Taking this to the numerator and taking this to the denominator. Right? By 20 table we cancel this 1 time. This is 5 times, which is what R. Therefore, rate of interest R equal to 10%, which is what you have to find for this question. Okay. Fine. Once again, I will repeat this one. On a certain sum of money, the amount of the first year and amount of the second year, which is given. So we are assuming the sum of money as principal, that is P, and rate of interest as R. And amount after 1 year, it is given 1250. Amount after 2 years, it is given 1375. Okay. So from using these two, we can say that the interest for the second year will be that is second year amount minus first year amount. The difference of these two is the interest for the second year, which is what, 125. Then already we know that amount after 1 year will be the principal of the second year, right? Which is what, P2, that is 1250. Then using the interest formula, that is, we are as we know that interest for the second year, by using the interest formula for the second year, we are using the substituting the value here, that is P into R into T by 100. The place interest for the second year is 125, which is equal to principal is for the second year is 1250, and R we have assumed it as R itself. For the second year means the particular time period, the time will be 1 by 100. By cancelling the zeros and by 5 table, this is 2 times, this is 25 times. Then bringing this denominator to the numerator, numerator to the denominator will be getting, by 25 table, if we cancel this 25 one time, and this will become 5. And this 2, if we multiply with this 2, this 5, we will be getting R, that is rate of interest is 10%. This is what the solution we want to find for this question number 30. Next, we will go to sum number 31. Okay, the question here is, the SI on a certain sum for 3 years is rupee 225, and the CA on a certain sum at the same rate for 2 years is rupee 153, right? So we want to find the rate of interest and the principal. Very simple. Same like the previous sum, that is 28 sum like it is given. That is simple interest for 3 years 225, but and the compound interest for 2 years it is 153. The same simple interest formula and compound interest formula, the difference, using that we are going to find the rate of interest and the principal, right? Okay, let us assume, okay, let P be the sum. Let P be the sum of principal, right? Both are same, and R be the rate of interest. R be the rate of interest, right? Then we are divided into 2 cases for finding simple interest and compound interest. Case 1, for finding SI, what is given? That is T is equal to 3 years. R we are assuming it as R, and P we are assuming it as P. Okay, therefore SI is equal to P into R into T by 100, which is equal to what is P? That is P we have kept as P is P itself, and R, then time period is 3 by 100, right? SI for 3 years. SI for 3 years. So which implies with this, which is given 225 equal to 3 PR by 100. So that is 225, this is 225 into 100 by 3, which is equal to PR. By 3 table, if we cancel, this is 1 time, 21, 7 times, 15, 5 times. So which implies PR is equal to 7500. Okay. So assume this as equation, and from this, so also 1 implies P equals 7500 by R, and consider this as 2, right? Then we'll go to case 2. What is case 2? That is CA, you want to find it. For finding CA, that is, what is CA formula? P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n minus 1. P common taken, P and take outside. The CA here given is, and for this, and for finding this one, n here is 2 years and CA is 153, right? Of the previous sum, SI is equal to 225, it is given. Okay. Here, 153 equal to P bracket 1 plus R by 100, the whole power 2, we want to use it, minus 1. Right? Okay. 153 equal to P bracket, we can write it as 100 plus R, the whole square, by 100 square. I am writing it separately. Right? So 153 equal to P bracket A plus B the whole square form. So A square plus B square plus 2AB minus, if you take this to this side by taking LCM, by, that is 10,000, right? Okay. Taking this 10,000 here, P bracket, this part 10,000 plus R square plus 200R minus 10,000, right? This 1000 comes 10,000 comes to this side, minus 10,000 plus 10,000 will get cancelled, which is what? 153,40, which is equal to, multiply this with P, that is PR square plus 200 PR, right? Okay. Splitting this, PR square as PR into R plus 200 PR. Then substitute the value of PR as 7,500 using 1. So 153,000, which is equal to 7,500 R plus 200 into 7,500 PR, right? 7,500, okay, using 1. Okay, and this is one part and this is another part, right? Taking this number to this side, that is 153,40 minus 150, that is 123,40, which is equal to 7,500 R. So which implies, right? So which implies 30,000 by 7,500 equal to R. Cancelling this two zeros by sounding the table, if we cancel this one time, this is 4 times. So which implies R is equal to 4%. Okay. Then equation 2 implies P equal to 7,500 by 4 equals, and 4 is 4, balance 3, 32, 8 times, remaining 30, 28, 7 times, 25 times. So therefore, principal P equal to rupee 1,875. Once again explain this sum. So in this question, SI for 3 years 225 given, CA for 2 years with the same sum, and rate of interest it is given, that is for 2 years 153. We want to find rate of interest on the principal, right? So let us assume that P be the sum of the principal and R be the rate of interest. Okay, we are considering case 1 and case 2. That is case 1, we are finding simple interest for 3 years. So which is what? P into R into T by 100, the time period is 3, and P and R we have assumed PR itself. And SI for 3 years, it is given the question 225. 225 equal to 3 PR by 100. Taking this number to this side, we will be getting 225 into 100, and this numerator to the denominator this side by 3, which is equal to PR, we will be getting. By 3 times, if we cancel, this is 1 time, this is 75 times. That is PR equals 7,500. If we multiply with 100, then assuming this as equation 1, and from this we are writing P equal to 7,500 by R, and assuming this as equation 2. Okay. Then case 2. for finding CA. We know that CA, that is compound interest formula, is that is for 2 years. Time period is 2 years and CA is 153. CA equal to P into 1 plus R by R to the whole power n minus 1. Okay, P and R as it is we assume, and the n here is 2 and CA is 153. Substitute those values here. Then 153 equal to take LCM here, that is 100 plus R whole divided by 100 the whole square. I have split it separately for both to make the steps short. Okay, so 100 plus R the whole square by 100 square minus 1. Then take LCM this for this part. So this is in the form a plus b the whole square. I expanded a square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 into 100 into which is what 200. Then this 100 square, that is equal to 10,000, which is what want to be subtracted by taking LCM. Then this 10,000 denominator common comes to this in the next system. Then p equal to this 100 square becomes 10,000 plus 10,000. This minus 10,000 will cancel in the next step. Then what is left? R square plus 200 R will be there. If you multiply with P this one, we will be getting PR square plus 200 PR. The left hand side 153 into 10,000 will become, which is what? That is 15,30,000, right? So we are splitting this PR square as PR into R plus 200 PR as it is. Substitute the value of PR, which is by using the equation 1, that is 7,500. Then R as it is, then 200 PR 7,500. To multiply this one, you will be getting 1 lakh. That is 15 lakh. Okay, that is 15 lakh 30,000. Taking this number to this side, then 15 lakh, right? 15 lakh 30,000 minus 15 lakh will become 30,000, which is equal to 7,500 R. So keep R to one side and bring the number to other side. That is 30,000 by 7,500. Cancelling these two zeros. By sounding table, this is 1 time, this is 300, is 4 times. So R becomes 4%, that is rate of interest, which is equal to 4%. That is what we want to find. And another one more, some principle we want to find it. By using equation 2, P equal to 7,500 by R, substitute the value of R here as 4. You will be getting by 4 table if we cancel 1,875, which is what the principle we want to find. Okay. Next, finally we go to sum number 33. That is the question here is, a sum of money is lent out at compound interest for 2 years at 20% per annum. CA being reckoned yearly. If the same sum of money is lent out at compound interest at the same rate percent per annum, that is CA being reckoned half yearly, it would have fetched rupee 482 more by way of interest. Calculate the sum of money lent out. Okay. So we are going to assume here as sum of money here is P. Okay. Let P be the sum of money. Let P be the sum of money. Okay, excuse me. The next one, clearly it is given for 2 years being reckoned yearly. CA reckoned yearly and CA reckoned. So interest calculated yearly and interest calculated half yearly. Okay, interest calculated yearly and half yearly. Okay. What is given here? Time equal to 2 years. Before going to that part, we will come. That is interest calculated yearly. That is CA. Okay. So we want to find here as what is given in this. R is equal to 2 since it is yearly. R here is 20% and the N here is 2 years, right? P as it is P. Okay. CA, case 1. Write this as case 1. Okay. CA equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power N minus 1. So P, okay, then 1 plus R here is 20 by 100 the whole power 2 minus 1. This is 1 time, this is 5 time. 5 into 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. So it is equal to 6 by 5 the whole square minus 2. Right? This is what CA, that is CA is equal to P bracket 36 by 25 minus 1. So which is equal to P of 36 minus 25 by 25. That is CA is equal to P 36 means 11P, right? 11p by 25. Assume this as 1. Next, interest calculated half yearly. The second case is excuse me, interest calculated half yearly. Interest calculated half yearly. That is case 2. That is CA. That is given R is equal to 20%, which is equal to half yearly means 1 to divide by 2, no? That is 10%. And n is equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4, right? We must be very careful in this. Half yearly means rate of interest 1 to divide and time period 1 to multiply, right? So CA becomes P bracket 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n minus 1, which is equal to P bracket 1 plus 10 by 100 the whole power n minus 1. This n is 4. 10 plus 1, 11. That is CA is equal to P bracket 11 by 10 the whole power 4 minus 1. Right. Next we want to find then next want to find CA is equal to P of 11 power 4 is 14,641. This 10 power 4 is, that is 10,000 minus 1. So which is equal to P of 14,641 minus 10,000 by 10,000. So which is equal to CA is equal to 4,641 by 10,000. Right? And assume this as second condition. Okay, next according to given condition, we write 4641p by 10,000 minus 11p by 25 equal to 482, right? Next, after taking LCM, 4641 minus 4400 by 10,000 equal to 482. So which implies 241p by 10,000 equal to 482. So which implies P equals 482 into 10,000 by 241. So which is not one time, this is 2 time. So which implies P is equal to 20,000. So therefore sum of money lent out equal to rupee 20,000. Okay, one second, I will explain. Let P be the sum of money and interest calculated yearly as well as half yearly. Okay, if the interest is calculated yearly, the rate of interest given here is 20% and n year is 2 years. So compound interest formula, that is P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n minus 1, which is equal to P of 1 plus 20 by 100 the whole square minus 1 by 20 table. If we cancel this 1 time, 5 time. So after taking cancelling, then by taking LCM, that is 5 plus 5 into 1, 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 by 5 the whole square. Squaring you will be getting 36 by 25 minus 1, that is P will be there in the outside. So then again taking LCM here inside, that is P of 36 minus 25 by 25, which is equal to CA is equal to 11P by 25, which is calculated yearly. Consider this as equation 1. Then next, in this calculated half yearly, case 2, that is given R is 20%. If it is half yearly means we want to divide rate of interest by 2, which is equal to 10%, and time period we want to multiply by 2, which is equal to 4. So CA formula, if we use the write down the CL formula and substitute value of R here as 10 and N here as 4, then after doing the calculation, 10 one time, 100 10 times, 10 into 1 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 by 10 whole power 4 minus 1. Then CA here is 11 power 4 is 14,641 and 10 power 4 is 10,000 minus 1. Take LCM here, keep P outside common, then 14,641 minus 10,000 by 10,000, which is equal to 4,641 P by 10,000. Then according to the given condition, that is using 1 and 2, we are writing, okay, the difference. That is 4,641 P by 10,000 minus 11 P by 25 equal to 482. So if you take LCM, we will be getting 4,641 minus 4,100 whole divided by 10,000 equal to 482. So after subtracting, we will be getting 241 P by 10,000 equal to 482. Keep P one side and take others to other side, that is 482 and 10,000 by 241. By 241 table, if we cancel, this is 1 time, this is 2 times. So 2 into 10,000, which is equal to 20,000. That is sum of money lent out. That is P, which is equal to rupee 20,000. Thank you for watching this video. Please kindly share and subscribe. If you have any doubt, ask me in the comment box. Thank you.